first technique in the punches for orange belt is the wide U punch. The wide U punch loads on both hips. If I step forward in Zenkutsudachi, or front stance, the wide U punch comes out from both hips, punching under the rib or groin area, to the throat or chin area. Wide U punch. The U punch is delivered similar to the wide U punch, except it loads cup and saucer. Whichever foot steps forward is which hand will load on top. That way when we deliver the U punch, it will come out and turn over. The strike is made with one fist in a hammer fist position, one fist in the close punch position, and then torques or twists, with the lower hand being over the lead leg. U punch. Hook punch. Usually we do the hook punch from rooted stance or furudachi. It punches across under the arm. So if I'm blocking with one hand, I can punch with the other. Hook punch. Flail or flare punch. Flail or flare punch, one hand is coming across to the shoulder, the other hand loads behind the back, to the center of the back. As the front stance steps forward, the hand comes out with a snapping motion, snapping the first knuckle into the temple area. Parallel punch. The parallel punch is doing double four-fist punch at the same time. We step forward, the parallel punch strikes out. It can strike to the rib area, to the kidney area, or high to the head area. The parallel punch can punch no matter which foot is stepping forward. The parallel punch. Strikes. One finger spear. The one finger spear is supported by the thumb on the first knuckle. The other fingers aren't tied in, but at the first junction on the index finger. The strike can be delivered in a vertical fist position or turned over and striking straight in. The index finger will remain bent slightly. This is to absorb shock, and it strikes to the throat. This is someone coming in and grabbing you. We do one finger spear to the throat. Two finger spear. Two finger spear. Again, the ring finger and small finger will support, as is the thumb. The fingers are slightly bent, and two finger spear strikes into the eyes. It can be done off of the lead leg in a lunge position or in a reverse position. Two finger spear. The reverse knife hand. The reverse knife hand can be done from the front stance or the rooted stance. We find this technique in the kata, shino kata. Reverse knife hand comes from the opposite side out. The strike is delivered with a snapping motion at the very end of the strike. Blocks. Double forearm block or double middle block. The hands are crossed, the block comes out. The bottom of the fist is shoulder high. The elbows are down, one fist from the rib. The block will come and cross as it blocks. Double reinforced block. Double reinforced block loads cup and saucer. To do cup and saucer properly, we chamber or load our weapon, the load hand. The other hand is placed on top, with the elbow pointing forward, not the elbow down. Elbow pointing forward. As we step forward, the back fist comes out as the other hand supports it with the little knuckle only. Double reinforced block. Knife hand block. From cat stance, the kawashidachi, the knife hand loads at the opposite ear, above the shoulder. The pull hand is out, the elbow is resting on the pull hand. As the load hand comes out, the pull hand comes in, center body. The block is shoulder high. The load hand is directly above the belt knot, pointing to the lead hand. Shito, knife hand block. To turn, it simply loads and exchanges the feet, pivots. Shito, knife hand block. Pressing block. Loading at the ear, just like a knife hand strike, we're going to step forward into a front stance. As one hand pulls in, one hand presses down. It presses down to the belt, turns over, and chambers. This allows us to do a knife hand strike, a back fist, a hammer fist, or a counter technique. As we step forward, pressing block. Pressing block. The rising block. The rising block may be done from the forward or front stance, just like a hammer fist going high. The rising block. The rising block can also be done from a rooted stance, grabbing an arm, bringing it up as the arm pulls down. Rising block. Stances. Sanshin dachi, or hourglass stance. As one foot steps forward, the big toes will cross. The toe will point in toward each other, kind of pigeon-toed. The knees will be set in, the hips will be tight, and draw forward. It will do this by tensing up the body. It is a dynamic tension position. Steps. Everything tightens up. Legs, stomach, arms, all the muscles are tense. To turn in hourglass stance, the front foot steps across. Hourglass stance. Back stance. Kakutsudachi. The back stance. We're going to make a T with our feet. We're going to step straight back and lean away. The back stance. Steps forward by pivoting on the feet. Turn by simply shifting. Back stance. Kicks. For 6Q orange belt, first kick that we learn is what we call our side stomp kick. Kiyomigeri, which means stomping kick. We're going to lift the knee up, stomping down to the knee area, bringing the leg back to the recoil, and then replacing. Side stomp kick. Side stomp kick. The side kick, similar to the side stomp kick, will kick parallel with the floor. This can be done to the hip area. In fighting or self-defense, we never kick above the hips. But the side stomp kick usually utilizes the horse stance. As it steps in, the knees stay bent to give us our spring in the kick. It also loads the hip. This particular kick will load in front of the body rather than straight pointing the knee. The side kick. Side kick. The back kick. Shito getting. The back kick will again load in front, continue the kick back, kicking as we're looking, recoiling and replacing. The back kick. The back kick. The kata of Motobuhashi Teru. The kata that we do are the traditional versions of the ancient form system. These katas are done virtually unchanged. We try to strive for excellence as we perform the katas with as much realism as possible. My attempt on this tape is to assist you in learning the kata so you can perform at peak levels during class. The first kata we'll do for our orange belt level is Chino kata, Chino, which means kata of the earth or ability. Now, the left foot will pull to the right as we do soni. The first move of the kata is always to look, no matter which direction the kata starts in. Chino kata starts to the left, so we'll look to the left. Okay, follow along on the tutorial as we're going through these. Stepping to a left front stance with a left high block, Jodanuki. Stepping, front stance, Chidan, Zuki, middle punch. Step back, Shito, square stance. Gidan barai, low block. All this is while you're looking to your left. We're going to look to the right. The left foot will step slightly forward as we do Jodan-uki, high block. Stepping to a Zenkuchidachi, front stance. With a lunge, 4-fist punch. Oi, Shudan-tiki. Stepping back to the horse stance. Low block, Gidan barai. Looking straight forward. Stepping forward with the middle block, left hand. Shudan-uki. Right hand, these are done in front stances, then Kujidachi. Chudan-uki, middle block. Front snap, kick my giri. Step into Zenkuchidachi front stance. Rising elbow. Aike, Empe, uki. Shifting, Furudachi, rooted stance. Gidan barai. Shifting back to Zenkuchidachi. Gaikuzuki, reverse punch. This is your kiai. Steps up, opens the palm at the ear, and does Gaiku Shito, reverse knife hand strike. Left foot steps forward with the left middle block. Shudan-uki. Right, snap and kick. Maigiri. Rising elbow. Shifting to rooted stance, Furudachi, Gidan barai. Shifting back, front stance, Zenkuchidachi, center punch kiai, Shudan-zuki. Step up, Eikodachi. Hand opens at the ear, extends forward and turns over just before execution. Steps back, front stance, pulls in. Wide U punch. Awase, uki. Pull up and load. Step back, U punch. Right foot steps into Kihon, Yoi. Pulls in and replaces. Left foot will pull in, as we will finish with Osame, and back to ready position. Chino Kato. Chino kata in reverse. Follow along as we do this kata. Chino kata. The next kata we perform is Pinan Shodan. There are 5 Pinan katas. These katas were formed by Itotsu, one of Kemono Buni's instructors. They were formed to teach children karate at school levels to prevent injuries. Pinan Shodan, first of the Pinan katas. Peaceful mind, number 1. The first move is to look to your left. Shifting to a cat stance, loading cup and saucer. Cup and saucer will pull one fist back, load the other directly on top. Fingertips facing each other. Executing a high block and a middle block. The high block is not to the front, but to the side, like loading a hammer fist. Hammer fist strike low under the arm, stands up to yoi, hammer fist strike straight out. Load, look, same motion, block, break, strike. Looking over the right shoulder, turning to the right, cat stance, middle block. Thrust kick, turn, knife hand block moving forward. Cat stance, knife hand block. Niko washidachi shuto uki. Niko washidachi shuto uki. Nukite, spear hand. Strike it to the solar plexus. Looking over the shoulder, turning to a 45-degree angle, blocking. Cat stance, knife hand blocks. Stepping out to a front stance in the middle block. Front thrust kick, punch, block. Front thrust kick, punch, low cup and saucer, step double reinforced block. Turning, low block, front stance on a 45, stepping, front stance, high block. Look to the opposite 45, low block, front stance, high block. Remain looking in the direction of the last punch as you pull in, look forward, replace. Left foot pulls in as we finish. Pinan Shodan. Now we'll do Pinan Shodan in reverse. Follow along as we do this. First move is to look. The essence of karate is practice. One must practice until the techniques become instinctual. We need to be void of thought. When you practice your karate, this is one of the few sports that you can do completely solo. Until I see you in class, Oyosumi no Saki.